Hello, America. This is Call of Duty Goddess. Today is June the 6th, 2016. I'm in an article here from DC Clothesline titled, Google is quietly recording everything you say. Here's how to hear it, delete it, and stop it. And that's posted by Matt Agorist. I hope I pronounced that name correctly. Very good article, Matt. Thanks to a function of their search software, Google could have years worth of conversations recorded and you could hear for yourself. Your cringeworthy history can be heard and viewed along with a list of all your searches at your personal Google history page. The feature was built into Google's search function as a means of delivering accurate search results. However, the sheer accuracy and amount of data Google stores is chilling. The good news is that you can turn it off and delete it. And at the end of this article, we will show you how. As The Independent reports, the recordings can function as a kind of diary, reminding you of the various places and situations that you and your phone have been in. But it's also a reminder of just how much information is collected about you and how intimate that information can be. You'll see more if you have an Android, which can be activated at any time just by saying, "Okay, Google." But you may well have recordings on there on whatever devices you've interacted with Google using. However, even if you don't have an Android phone and conduct Google searches on iDevices, Google is still listening. When visiting your personal history page that the web giant keeps on you, it will show you everywhere Google has a record of you being on the internet. And that's right there. Of course, Google claims this information is never personally used against you and is done solely for the purpose of enlightening your experience on the web. However, imagine the ominous implications if this information was being used against you. Google now processes over 40,000 search queries every second on average, which translates to over 3.5 billion searches per day and 1.2 trillion searches per year worldwide. The data from these searches is then stored on each individual who conducts them, using this data or steering results in a particular direction. The internet behemoth could effectively influence the entire world. Aside from influence, Google could predict the future based on trends. That is a pretty frightening aspect, and it makes you wonder maybe if that's why they're collecting all this data on us. Much of the search history is tied location data retrieved from the device being used to conduct the query. So not only does the search engine have information on what your interests are, it has your specific interests based on where you are at any given time. Now for the good news, you can turn all this off. You can start this eye-opening journey by heading to Google's history page and looking at the long list of recordings. The company has a specific audio page, as well as the record of where you've been on the internet. If you've never disabled this feature, you will see a list of audio recordings, even some done outside the Google app, as well as a transcript of the audio Google has converted to text. How nice of them! What we recommend after you further panic by listening or scrolling through Google's creepy recordings of your search history is to delete them all and disable the functions. The Independent explains just how to do this. To delete particular files, you can click the checkbox on the left and then move back to the top of the page and select delete. To get rid of everything, you can press the More button, select Delete Options, and then Advance and click through. The easiest way to stop Google recording everything is to turn off the virtual assistant and never to use voice search. But that solution also gets at the central problem of much privacy and data use today. Doing so cuts off one of the most useful things about having an Android phone or using Google search. Now that you know this exists, quit voluntarily handing over your data to unknown parties and share this article with your friends and family to show them how to stop it as well. That was a wonderful article. I'll leave the link below and I suggest you get on this. This is Call of Duty Goddess. signing off, and as always, I've got your six.